Hi there! Welcome back to Synchro Secrets, the go-to place for all things artistic swimming. My name is Agata and I am an artistic swimming coach and a content creator. I know very well that those pre-competition nerves are something that we all experience, whether you are just starting out or you are an experienced artistic swimmer. In today's video, I am going to talk about some tips on how to handle those pre-competition nerves and transform them into confidence and focus. But before I start, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you never miss any of my videos and share it with someone that you think might benefit from the tips I'm sharing here. So the most important part is to recognize that nervousness is completely normal and recognize the feeling, but don't let the stress manage you. You have to learn how to deal with it. It will always be there, but you just have to learn how to deal with the stress and anxiety before every competition. And I promise you, it will get easier and easier every time, but it's not like it's gonna go away completely. So this is just a part of being an artistic swimmer and competing. And to be honest, I always tell my athletes that nervousness, it's okay. And it's actually great because that means that they care. They care about their performance and they care about the performance of their team. Now, the problem arises when this nervousness and anxiety turns into panic, right? Because when we are panicking, we are not thinking logically and we make more mistakes and probably the whole performance will fall apart. So again, managing the stress is a key to a successful competition. And by the way, I am very interested of what you feel before every competition. What is your thought process? What is going through your head? I would like to find out. So make sure you comment down below and let's have this conversation about stress management and what is going on in our heads. Now let's talk about practical techniques to calm those nerves. So what I always recommend to my athletes is breathing. And you can find some space at the pool, no matter what it is. If it is in a locker room or if it is outside, it doesn't matter if it's loud or quiet. You have to actually do it mentally, so you should block the noise out. Okay, and you can sit down against the wall, lean back a little bit, and then close your eyes. And then when you are closing your eyes, we want to breathe in for 4 counts, then hold it for 4 counts, and then breathe out, right? So we do it this way. Now, when doing this technique, try to focus on your breathing. Do not focus on the noise, do not focus on what you have to do next. Now, we only focus on that breath, breathing in, breathing out. Only that. And repeat this a few times so you can calm down your nerves. And I can tell you that when you open those eyes, you will feel way better and way calmer. And then I always recommend my athletes to do it, for example, before the figures. Obviously, you have to have plenty of time. For example, 20 numbers before you, right? So we sit down, we have like 20 girls or 20 athletes to go. We sit down, we breathe like 5 times, and then we are ready to go. All right, so let's do this one more time together. Close your eyes and start breathing. And I'm already feeling way more calmer and ready to go and conquer what's in front of me. Now, the next technique you can try out is visualization, and you can do it for the figures, technical elements, or routines as well. So the way it works, you have to close your eyes, you can sit in a comfortable position, and you have to visualize what you have to do. So if it's a figure, let's say Ariana, you picture yourself doing Ariana in the water. You focus on the how it feels, you focus on the water grab, you focus on the muscles tension, you focus on all those little details, even the sounds. How does it sound to be under the water? How does it sound to go into the performance? right? So it has to be very detailed, and this needs some practice because you cannot do it just at the competition. You should practice something like this during your training as well, or at home, to make it easier for you to visualize those details, because at the beginning it's not going to be very detailed, and we want that detail so it feels very real as well. And we want to picture a perfect performance. We don't want to picture any failures or whatever mistakes for now, okay? We just want to visualize a 10 out of 10 performance done by you. So try it out. It will take some practice. So give it a go, but don't give up. Keep trying, and then I guarantee you at the competition it will help you to focus, and it will also help you to know what you have to do. And the next tip that I can share with you is to basically create a familiar routine, because when you go to a competition, you do not know your environment most of the time. So you have to have some kind of familiarity, right? So if you have this routine that you eat the same breakfast or the same lunch before every competition, or you have some kind of ritual, a warm up that you can do and you just do it automatically, you don't even have to think about it, then it's great to have something like that for a competition. And I usually, what I do for my athletes, I create a warm up for them that they do 1 week before each competition, so they kind of automatically already know, they dive in the water, they know what to swim, how many lanes, what do they exactly have to do, they know everything. And the same you can do on land. So you just come, you warm up, you dive in, you do your warm up, and it's like kind of automatically for you. And then you will feel in more control, and you will feel like you are prepared, you know what to do, even if the environment is completely different. So the next and very important tip that I can give you is to speak positively to yourself, because the negative thoughts, they will come, and it's completely normal that they will come. You might think, for example, oh, I'm very weak. I didn't practice this routine enough time. I'm not gonna do it well. Oh, I'm scared of this. I'm not gonna do this. Or what if I fail? What if I make a mistake? What if I get a base mark? And it's like piling up, and then it leads to a panic attack, right? And we don't want that, obviously. Those thoughts will come, as I already mentioned, but you can counterbalance those thoughts with positive thinking. So, if, for example, the thought comes, whoa, what if I get a base mark? And then you say, I got it. I'm practiced this enough. I'm ready. I'm strong. I'm competent. I can do it, right? So instead, like, trying to reverse this negative thinking into something positive and actually believing it as well is pretty important. So you can practice talking to yourself, because that also takes practice. Everyone has those negative thoughts, but you have to try to counterbalance them. So you can even practice with a mirror as well, looking at the mirror and telling to yourself, I know it sounds cliche or whatever, like cheesy, but the more you practice positive thinking, the more you will actually believe it. And it's very important for confidence at the competition. So the next one is also about positivity, but this time it matters who do you surround yourself with. So if, for example, you know that you have some athletes or some teammates that are always pretty negative, and they always say, oh, we're not gonna make it, I'm not prepared, I'm weak, we're not gonna do it, we're not gonna get first, or whatever the goal that you have, you kind of, at this moment, you have to cut yourself off from this thinking, and, for example, tell them, I'm sorry, I just need to think for a second, I need to take some breaths, and focus on yourself. Do not think about what they said. Let's make this not affect you. This is a very powerful thing. And it's also very difficult, because if your teammate is stressing out, then obviously this energy will go into you. But try to cut yourself off from this energy. And I guarantee, if you also have the positive thinking, it will help you out a lot. Now, if you feel like you cannot control those emotions or those negative thoughts, because this also happens, right? Then you should have your support system. And I mean, go to your coach and say what you are feeling, or to some teammate that you trust, and just talk about it a little bit more. And I'm hoping that they will kind of give you this kick and this positive affirmation that no, come on, we can do it. Like, we've got it. We are strong. We practice enough, right? So if you feel like you are not managing by yourself and you know that some athletes are better at it, just go to them and talk, because just talking will also help. And obviously, we want this positive energy to influence us, so I'm hoping this will help out. I am also very interested, how do you prepare for every competition? Like, do you have any type of ritual that you do, maybe some lucky charm or anything? Let me know in the comments, because I'm very interested to find out. Now, a very important point that I tell this to my athletes over and over and over again. Do not focus on the outcome. So do not focus which place you're gonna get. Okay, what kind of scores you're gonna get. Focus on your performance, focus on your improvement, and focus on the process. Because at the end of the day, we cannot control what notes we're gonna get or what scores we're gonna get from the judges. We cannot control how our competition is performing as well. So we cannot, there is some things that we cannot control. And if we focus on those things that we cannot control, then this will for sure elevate our stress, because, humans, they like to be in control, but the only thing you can control is your performance. So please focus on your performance, on what you have to do and what you have to think about, because as I already mentioned, you cannot control everything. You can only control what you are doing and how you are performing. So I hope this is something that will stick into your mind and engrave into your brain, that you're gonna always remember about it. I hope that helps. And now the last tip that I can give is to embrace the moment. Because look, you trained multiple months before you went to a competition. So why not enjoy it? Like, every time I tell my athletes, just have fun, they kind of look at me. What do you mean? It's not very fun, right? Swimming and kind of dying under the water almost. But actually, like, we do also this sport because we love it and we do it for fun. So let's have fun in this swim. I mean, I know it's super complicated and very, very hard. And sometimes I also felt like I'm gonna die. But actually, when the competition is like nice, well organized, and you get to swim in front of everyone and you get to show everyone what you can do, like, what did you improve? What did you work on? This is your time to show, like, your achievements. So don't think about it, oh no, they're gonna look at me, this is not. Let's change the thinking. Let's show them what you can do. Let's show them your hard work. And this is the way to go. Just enjoy this moment, because it's just one competition, and then again months and months and months of practice, right? So just enjoy it. I hope that those tips that I'm sharing here will help you to calm down a little bit. And the only thing that you can actually control is how you react to situation and how you respond to them. So let's learn how to manage stress. And if you are implementing any of those tips, can you let me know in the comments as well? Or maybe some tip was in particular so powerful that you will remember it for the rest of your life. I would be very grateful if you can share your progress, your process, or your thoughts with me in the comments. If you found this video helpful and you got some tips from it that you will use in your artistic swimming career, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to talk about mental processes and psychology as well of performance, how to manage stress, and many, many other things. Also, artistic swimming drills, all things artistic. So follow me so you never miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.